What's up and good morning, guys? Welcome back to another video. I have to say, like, now that I'm daily driving the BBB, every time I come out of like a store or the house or whatever, like, I kind of forget that I have it because I'm so used to coming out to the Ford, and I'm genuinely like that awestruck again with how beautiful and how well this truck came together. And I'm not just saying that, I'm not like just trying to toot my own horn here. This thing is genuinely like my favorite truck. I am so in love with this thing. I don't know how I'm ever gonna let it go, if I ever do let it go, because I just don't know if I could top it. Not that we're not gonna try though. So today we are heading over to World Headquarters 2.0, and we're going to be doing some more, oh, no jeez, all right, well, apparently Chris Knight wants to interrupt. But anyway, so we're heading over to World Headquarters 2.0. We're going to be getting the Tahoe tinted today. Hopefully we are then going to be able to take care of our good buddy Zach later. And that probably sounds weird, but it'll make sense later. So just to give you guys an update and say a huge thank you to all of you that have bought them so far. The American flag work for it decals, that's about how many we have left of the standard American flag. We've still got a decent amount left of the thin blue line flag, but these are going to go quick. So if you guys have been waiting, I recommend you get them now, because we all know once they're sold out, it takes us a minute to get them all back in stock. So to make it easy for you, I'll put a link right there, workforapparel.com. There's also one in the description. Now I'm kind of excited, but I'm a little nervous because today is actually gonna be the first day that we're driving the SEMA Tahoe. And well, as you guys know, like, I like big meaty tires. Those are not big meaty tires. I don't know how this thing's gonna handle. It also hasn't been aligned yet. It's gonna get aligned tomorrow. It's also got 5 of 6 lug nuts on each wheel, so what could go wrong today? And I know a couple of you guys have mentioned in some videos that you guys are garage doormen locally to me. Just let me know roughly in the comment section what it would cost to add a motor to this door. I don't own the building, so I don't wanna spend a ton of money, but it would be nice to eliminate having to do this every day. But it does suck that even with the roll-up motor, I still wouldn't be able to just like roll it up and drive in because we gotta move this giant door flap to make the opening wide enough to fit a vehicle. So where we're going, the roads are pretty beat up. I mean, that's just kind of most of California. So we'll get a good test right now of just how bad it is on rubber band tires. So far, I've been hitting a decent amount of bumps and it's not horrible. Like, it's actually not bad at all. And if you hear any rattling, it's from that stupid little thing right there that rattles like crazy. I will say though, the roads going out to Vegas from where we're at are absolute garbage. They're the same roads that we have to drive through when we go to all the truck shows, and it sucks. The roads are horrible. I would not want to drive something on 26-inch wheels on those roads. So I am definitely, in one way, shape, or another, planning on having the Tahoe towed out there, whether it be we find a trailer to rent, we buy a trailer in time. I'm not exactly sure, but something's gonna happen to where this thing's getting towed out there. I don't want to bend a wheel on the way out there and then we're screwed once we get there. So these driveway approaches are really steep and they're really narrow, and then we got construction going on right now, so you can't swing it wide in. I'm pretty sure I just did it without scratching the wheel. I've never had to worry about scratching wheels before. This is weird. All right, I think we're good. I don't see any scratches. I do not enjoy this lifestyle, having to be worried about that. Those windows are fun to do, huh? Yeah. Climb on in. So we are here at Hotspot Tint Shop. The owner's right there. He just pulled out that Beamer. I wish I remembered his name. I do not remember his name. This is the shop that Chris always takes his stuff to.
So you want to go 50% light?
I think that's what we said, right? 50%.
Yeah, 50%.
And then we're gonna match the rears on the factory for the front. Whatever these are.
Here it says a 10, but it says plus minus, so usually it's over under 2. Ours is a 10%.
Perfect.
So yeah, so let's do it.
Reminisce Reminisce my past is my present, baby. Yeah, I make decisions to glow. Ridiculous flow, potential to glow. You know, I just do that. Consolidate my regions, line it up, put them together. Anyone that ever let me down, forget them forever. My memory's bad, remember me though? My memory's gone. My memory, it limits me home. No tree huggers, cause all the lumber's gone. Niggas knocking on wood, pass through the hood when it's good and they chopping up wood. Breaking up stems, tilting my brim. With a limp like a pimp, though I'm shaped like a wimp. They put no fear in him, it's just me and the end of my time. timeline. Flow like a fine wine, smelling like fine pine. Yeah, is this the end or just the beginning? Am I losing or winning? Is this reality or am I pretending? I'm Cain and Abel, I murdered my brother cause I'm able. Murdered myself because my alter ego's so unstable. You get that? If you didn't, just sit back, then crack this six pack. I should be in the gym doing sit-ups, trying to get this six pack. But forget that, where the click at? Where the bras and the cash and the whips at? Put a bit back, with a bit back.
This guy over here gets it. Don't make no excuses. Get your workout in when you can.
If you've never been the guy on a job site holding the stop slow sign, it is miserably boring, so I totally understand where that guy's coming from.
All right, well, here she is, all wrapped up. Side window's done, windshield is done.
Now you guys are probably saying, Rhino, why don't you just do double limo all the way around, black the whole thing out? Well, I like to actually be able to see at night. I like to be able to drive these things. And what I think everybody keeps forgetting is this is still my mom's Tahoe. And she already hates driving at night, let alone if you're gonna black out the windshield to where she can't see at all at night. I don't think she's gonna be too stoked on that. So this is the exact same setup that is on my Denali. I just matched the rear factory glass to the side windows, and then the front windshield is done in 50%. Nothing crazy, but it's enough to kind of take the fishbowl look away.
And as you can see, ties in really well with the black on the wrap coming down and just making it from basically here up all nice and blacked out.
And don't forget, we also live in California where tinting is illegal. So the less crazy you are, the less likely you are to get pulled over. Not that we really care too much about laws like that, because, well, look at the Denali. Awesome. Well, the tint looks great. Thank you to Danny over at Hotspot Tinting. Danny over there is like, he's a hustler. He likes to just go, get it done. So I was like, hey bro, you mind if I film? Is that cool? And he's like, how long are you gonna film for? I'm like, as long as it takes. He's like, well, typically I don't like people filming because they get in my way. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm real good at staying out of the way, so I appreciate him letting me film. I wish I could have got him to kind of like explain the steps as he was going, but I understand he is like to the hour by the book, got people lining up out the door. So again, thank you to Danny. I'm honestly amazed at how many people are willing to explain what they're doing for the channel. So I'm very grateful of the people that I run into and the companies that I work with. So now we're gonna go swap out, grab the BBB, let this thing sit out in the sun. That way the tint and everything can dry.
Look at these two girls together. Ain't that just a beautiful combo right there? And then we get a oil man who still doesn't really know how to park, so we gotta shift everybody over. But I've gotta say, that is a beautiful looking combo. And thankfully, haven't scratched the wheels yet. And yes, that's just lube from when they mounted them. Still haven't washed this thing. I'm scared to wash it with the wrap.
So I was just looking at the wheels over here on the Denali, and first we had Van's guy that decided to step on my wheels. Now we've got like a rat or some type of creature that clearly you can see his little paw marks trying to climb up on there, and then I guess he decided to walk around my wheel a little bit, check it out while it was parked at the house. I hope he enjoyed the transparent copper, and then he bounced back off. So I haven't driven the Tahoe enough to give the lowered life a chance yet, but I gotta say, being back in a lifted truck, I mean, I think this is my world right here. Don't gotta worry about clipping a curb and scratching a wheel. I can clobber all the curbs that I want.
I didn't realize how big it is until I see it in person.
This is yours?
You see that?
Dang, dude. All right. I like the color. This is real similar to what we're gonna be doing on the OBS. I think we're gonna go a little bit darker on the gray, and then I can see that Ford's got a little metallic sparkle into it. I like that you went with the matched methods. Bro, look at you coming up, dude.
I had to, man. I had to.
Eli, say what's up to the channel.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing?
Give us a little run through your business here, bro.
Well, I sell batteries for everything that you're looking for. Golf carts, boats, RVs, specialty batteries also too. Anything you guys are looking for in a battery. And here we are in National City, first location. Don't got the signs up yet. They should be coming in the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're just like barely moving in, huh?
Yeah. So, I mean, this is just a small little warehouse area here that we got just to store some batteries now. And as you can tell, I mean, there's quite a bit of old batteries sitting there right now. So that's accounted for sales right there.
There you go.
Small showroom area. Well, not small showroom area, but this is pretty much just getting started.
Yeah.
You know, some of the racks are empty from this morning and the weekend also too. So
there you go.
But, I'm waiting for a bigger rack to come on in the next couple of weeks from my AC Delco guy.
Nice.
And like I said, primary, it's all AC Delco for your automotive. If there's any specialties, like I said, like any Odysseys, like you use Odysseys yourself,
right.
North Star. Odyssey, North Star are like the biggest ones right now. And also, if you guys ever heard of Full River, they have a battery called Full Throttle, another automotive battery that's coming out too. I'm hoping I can get that also. Yeah. And then for the most part, some customers can't afford the 120, 130.
Right.
You got the black box label batteries also too, so we can.
So what exactly is a black box label battery?
Sorry, black box label battery. All it is, it gives you your CCAs and gives you your specs on your runtime.
Eli, you gotta. I have no clue what
got you.
was it CCA? What's a CCA?
All right. Well, CCAs it's cold cranking amps.
All right.
And that's the power that's your pulse cranking amps when you start the car up. So what they'll do is they'll sell me a battery with just the top label, no front label. That's what they consider a black box battery.
So it's like a store brand, like a generic brand.
It'll be my house brand. Eventually, it'll be my house brand. It'll have my sticker on there.
Gotcha.
I mean, innovating battery solutions. It can be whatever I want it to be.
Yeah.
And for the most part, when
Dmaxryno custom edition, special
yeah, whatever
edition.
you want to put on there, Dub City, whatever they. So the biggest thing is for a regular battery company is their label with their warranty and stuff like that, and that's what a lot of people are paying for. If you run your golf cart and stuff like that, if you ever open your battery, you would have to use distilled water because there's nothing inside it. There's no nutrients. There's nothing in anything that'll affect the acid level to the water level. So the pH balance will be even.
Yeah, I hate to say this, but my golf cart batteries are dry right now. So
Yeah.
I'm not the best battery maintainer in the world.
Yeah, no, and you know what? A lot of people aren't, and that's the one thing. Maintenance is key on batteries. Again, man, we all get lazy. We all don't really want to do it, and then at the end, it's like
I go more forget than lazy. Probably that's what it is. What we're doing here today is, as you guys remember, Zach's truck. So this actually worked out perfect timing because Zach's truck completely shorted out the other day in the middle of the road and like killed a bunch of relays. We thought it was his PCM that got fried, but apparently it's just a couple of relays that he's got to track down. So the good news is Zach's truck's alive. Bad news is his batteries are completely shot. And I've had the benefit of working with a lot of great people in the industry, and I'm able to kind of pass along those people to my friends in my circle. And Eli
has been nice enough to step up to. He's gonna hook Zach up with some batteries. Right?
Yes, I am. Yes.
So we're gonna get Zach a couple of batteries for his truck. That way, hopefully, we can eliminate any more shorting issues.
So he's looking at 265s. So I got two options. He can either go with just a regular black box. I mean, you got the CCAs are 750, same thing that he'll have in there. So this is a regular flooded, and these two down here are AGM.
Back in the day, you guys remember in like my old school, a lot of the work videos that we did, I would stop by a masonry supply house a lot. And well, Eli used to work there, right?
Yeah, RCP. It was RCP Block and Brick. Well, I started there, and that's where I learned I like selling. I was a people person.
Yeah.
So, and then it went from there, and I just ran with it. And then I believe in 2008, I ran into a battery company, and I just ran with it. Didn't know anything about batteries, but I could sell the shit out of anything. And that was the key. I want to say 2014, it didn't work out for me because I felt like I could do more. And I left, and I had another place with some other guy. You know, it was something fun. It was a learning experience. And 2 years ago, I said, you know what, I left, and now I've had my own store for 2 years.
Nice.
I had this store. I just got this store about a month and a half ago, but I've been on my own for 2 years. So if you guys can think about it, on my own, I mean going to the suppliers every day, 4 times a week, 3 times a day, and having your stuff in your garage or in the back of your truck for a whole week. That's the stuff that I did. That's the grind to get to where I'm at.
And that's what I've always appreciated about Eli. Obviously, on like the show vehicles that we do, we're sponsored by Odyssey, so we get Odyssey batteries. But see, my Ford has batteries from Eli. Dave's van has batteries from Eli, right? Yes. So the one thing I like about, I don't know if you offer this service to everybody, but like one day Dave called me, he's like, yo, my batteries are dead. Can you come pick me up, take me to the store, we'll go buy some batteries, we'll come back and install it. I'm like, bro, I could do you one better. Let me give you Eli's number. And within a phone call, Eli, I'm assuming probably even cheaper than the store, delivered and installed batteries to Dave and got him running like in his driveway way quicker than it would have took me to go over there, pick Dave up, take him to the store. So
I don't know, is that a service you offer, or
you know what? We're not supposed to say we do that. But if you call me, you contact me, you contact Dmaxryno, it'll happen.
So Eli's gonna come by the warehouse in a little bit and check out the golf cart batteries, as well as I think he's gonna take those Odyssey batteries from me and get those bad boys all doctored back up. I did just stop over at my P.O. box, and I've got this month's truck pack here. And the reason this month's truck pack is cool is because, hold on, let me open it here with one hand and try not to stab my seat. Let's see if it's in here. I haven't actually seen this in person yet. And the coolest part, I gotta cover it up because if you guys did not get your truck pack, you missed out on the work for a coupon that was in there. And I actually haven't seen these little coupon things in person. I actually just ordered them and shipped them straight to truck pack, but
think they turned out pretty sweet there. What do you guys think?
So I don't know, guys. I feel like it's starting to become a trend where videos start in the daytime and then we finish up at night. I don't know how I really feel about that. But that being said, we've got a special guest in the back seat here. This is his first time ever. And I mean, this is his first time ever in the BBB.
Gunnar, how have you enjoyed your stay? Oh, geez, I don't know if I jump out. No, okay, you're gonna try. How about you stay? How about you stay? Can you give us an interview? How was your first ride in the BBB? I know we had to make some, accommodations for you here. Okay, well, you're just, all right, you just went for it.
I will say the one thing I miss most about the OBS not being here is being able to like transport Gunnar in the OBS and making things easier. That way he doesn't get his hair or slobber all over the Denali here.
Tahoe is still looking good after sitting out in the sun all day, letting the tint dry. What do you think, Eli?
This is their new series.
Is the good stuff?
Yeah, this is good.
Bring it back to life.
I will. We'll bring it back. Definitely.
These are the batteries that came out of the BBB that died. Like I said, I think the compressors kicked on in the middle of the night or something. And apparently there's these are gel batteries, right? So
AGM. They're AGM.
AGM. I don't know what that means. What's that mean?
It stands for absorbent glass mat.
So I've heard charging this, you gotta be real careful with charging them and you gotta bring them up real slow versus like a normal battery you can bring up fast. That's why I didn't want to try and charge it.
Yeah.
And I also don't own a battery charger,
Yeah.
so.
Well, there's tricks to the trades like anything.
All right, you want to go look at some real bad batteries? Let's go check out the golf cart batteries over here. This is, I'm growing some coral reef underneath the seat, so.
That's bad. That's really, really bad.
Just so you know, like, just be prepared here. There's, we got a little coral growing right there.
Oh, yeah. Eaten up by the lead.
Well, I also
by the
heard
acid,
that I
actually.
need to run bigger cables in here too, because that'll
No,
help.
you're actually good with these cables. You just have to stop being lazy and take
I
care
just
of
left it plugged into the charger permanently. I figured it's a trickle charger. Like, it'll bring it up, bring it down, bring it up. Like, I figured that maintained the batteries better than me just not charging it and letting it die. And then, I mean, you can pop that one open. I'm pretty sure they're a little dry in there.
Well, I mean, one of the next projects I want for the warehouse or something to do is I want to trick the golf cart out, and hopefully if we do get a trailer soon, we can bring this with us to the truck shows. That way, like, I know we already got the scooters, but all my buddies take the scooter from me, so I don't ever end up riding it. So having the golf cart will be nice to haul around. All of us will end up putting a back seat on it, lift it, probably put a faster motor in it.
See, they're dry.
Yeah, they're a little dry.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, guys, with that, we're going to wrap up this video. I want to give a huge thank you to Eli over at Innovating Battery Solutions. If you guys are in town and local and you need any types of batteries, make sure you guys hit Eli up. He just moved into that location, so he's still working on getting everything set up. So his storefront should be up and running here very, very soon. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that we do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like and a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforitapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you got to be willing to work for it. You guys are the best.
You want to say it?
Damn. Yeah.